Hello everyone! Welcome to use the Wings engine. This tutorial is the basic version of the project management section of the tutorial. Now let's start today's lesson. The first part, the project deployment process. According to different customer needs, Wings engine has two project deployment methods. The first one, when the client wants to edit the project. The second is that the customer only needs to view the project and do not need to edit. First, let's introduce the first deployment method. If the customer needs to edit the project, we can deploy the Wings engine and project files. The deployment process is as follows. First, on your local computer or server, installing the Wings engine. To create and edit the large screen project. Second, export the project file and send it to the client. Third, on the customer's local computer or server, install the Wings engine software and then import the project file. Customers can edit the project, share it on the web, and full screen playback. For the second deployment method, we can deploy the large screen project deployed on your server and then provide the customer with a web link. Or you can deploy the project. Deploy the project to the customer's local computer or server. If you provide a web link to the customer, the specific steps are as follows. The first step is to install Wings engine and start the SaaS service. Second, on any computer that can access the server and access Wings engine in the server through the browser. Create and edit projects online. Third, after completing the project, enable web sharing of the project and get the web link or embedded code of the project. The fourth step, send the link of the large screen project directly to the customer. You can also embed the code. To embed the large screen into the existing system, and then send the system link to the customer. In this case, there are 2 points to note. The first is that the server you use here. The server needs to be accessible to the customer. Secondly, because the project is deployed on your server, so you need to be able to access the data sources displayed in the big screen project. If this data source is only accessible within the customer's LAN, then this method cannot be used. If you deliver the deployment files to the customer, the specific steps are as follows. First, on your local computer or server, install Wings engine to create and edit the project. Second, use the customer's local computer. Server, the Wings engine viewers, to export the deployment file and send it to the client. Third, in the customer's Wings engine viewer, Import the deployment file. Customers can edit the data of the project. Data editing, web sharing, and full screen playback. In addition, if you want to embed a large screen project into an existing system, usually based on the project file and deployment files, by sharing the web to get the embedded code. About the project files involved in this tutorial: deployment files, web sharing, and the Wings Engine Viewer. We will introduce them in other tutorials. We will introduce them in detail in other tutorials. Okay, that's all for today's tutorial. Thank you all.